up, everybody? I'm in the Navy Yard again. I had to come over and fix a QuickBooks server. $26 degrees. Nice. Clutch feels a little sticky. Probably getting all frozen up. Well, it doesn't usually start getting like that until you get to like 17 degrees. I mean, the water's not even frozen here, so that's when you really got to worry about stuff, when you start seeing the water in the canal get frozen, or like the Hudson River. You see that happening. That's pretty bad. I think I might just turn right here. Okay, I'm gonna go to the right. I'm just cruising through here because it's a better view here anyway. This is my customer's office. Used to be over here. The one that moved to the Navy Yard. They used to be right down here on John Street. Nice to stop anyway to warm this thing up, because once this thing gets really nice and warmed up, actually I find like if I let this KLR warm up till it gets to till the fan kicks on, that's much better. Now, I'm not going to pull over here and do that, because this looks like a place where you can get jacked, even though it's not. It looks like it though. I mean, chances of getting jacked over here is like 0, but you know, still. I was gonna make that one. Killer's popping and shit. I was gonna try to make that light, but it was impossible. We're gonna check the choke on this thing. Choke knob, make sure it's all the way in. You know, I think I might just put the choke back on there, but I don't know. It's hard to say. The choke knob on the carburetor is hard to get to in the cold when you have gloves on. This one was more boom. I have the knob on my XR. I definitely would not change it to a carbureted mounted one. I had problems with that. A lot of problems with that. takes a while for this thing to warm up. I'm gonna shoot over to 6th Avenue. Just take that straight up all the way. There's like no snow left on the ground at all. Actually, here a minute. Oh, there's a little bit on the corner there. That's about it. There's nothing really. Like you see, look right there. There's a little bit of snow. That's all the snow left from when it snowed. Good thing, because right now it's 26 degrees, and if there was still a lot of water on the ground, this would be a big problem. I think that's what happened in I-95 in Virginia. The ground was just too cold, like it was just too cold out, and the ground just froze. When I was stationed in Kentucky, I remember that. Like I got caught, like I didn't know anything about Kentucky, and I was down there, and I had like a Camaro, and I thought that Kentucky was more milder temperature, and I was like there with my Camaro, and I got caught off guard. Like the black ice they have there is insane in the mountains in Kentucky by Fort Campbell. Man, it's just brutal. I mean, they got real black ice there, which we don't really experience much here in New York. Even Jersey doesn't really get black ice, except like way out in western Jersey, but they don't really get black ice like they get in Kentucky. The black ice there is insane. I can feel the wind like just kicking up. It's actually brutal over here. My tips of my fingers are feeling a little cold, even with the heated grip. That's how I know it's getting cold tonight, because I never feel that. Like usually my hands will feel on fire. Heated grips of my hands usually feel on fire, and that's a good indicator when I know it's really cold out. But like I said, I must be a bit of a wimp with cold, because I'm sure some other riders like riding below 20 in the mountains, using bikes as a hunting bike or whatever. Who knows? But they probably dealt with much colder than this. And in the city, cold is not quite the same. Like it's not as bad as being out in the mountain. Like being out in the mountain, when you're up in the mountain and it's 26 degrees, that's different than 26 degrees in the middle of a city. That's that bone chilling cold that you get in the mountain. That's the real deal. Like there's no comparison to this. You know, this you get that wind whipping between the buildings, but it's nothing like what you get out in a mountain environment. Oh, another way I can tell that it's really cold out is that this temperature gauge is not going up at all. Usually driving in conditions like this, you'll get a little bit something coming up, but but there's nothing. I mean, it's just, this is down in the bottom. KLR is not even warming up. You kind of can hear it in the engine too. It's just not firing like quite like it's at its best. Big trucks are tough here. I see cyclists get in trouble with them. Because if you saw like that little space there, I was not going for it because that truck was not going to give an inch, and probably doesn't need to. You know, why should he? If he goes over a little bit and hits a car, then he's fucked. You know, like it's his fault, not yours. So I don't blame him not coming over. But you could tell, yeah, he was just not going to come over. If anything, if you went and squeezed in there, you might get squeezed, which would be a big problem. For a big truck like that, taking your leg, it'd take your leg right off. As best as boy trucks like that, like on a KLR, if a car sideswipes you, it's not going to be, in this environment, it's not going to be bad. But if a car swipes you in a high-speed environment, you're going to be down, you're going to be hurt bad. You know. But in this type of environment, if a car doesn't T-bone you, that's bad. But just sideswipe you, it's not going to be too bad. Like this kind of thing, like if a car kept coming over and then hit you, it would maybe you might not even go down. You might be able to maintain the bike. I know I sure have been with cabs, and all my troubles have always been yellow cabs, you know. And I feel sorry for these guys because, you know, they don't make much because the medallion used to be worth $1 million. Now they're paying off a medallion that's still, now it's only worth a quarter or 1/8 of its original price. To pay that loan off and then to deal with driving all night, it's not easy. You probably drive all night without any sleep. You probably sleep on the side of the road, like by the airport or something, or whatever. Fuck. Damn. Hit that box. I didn't even know what that was. Good thing there wasn't a brick in that box.